Breaking news, the New York Jets fire Adam Gase following a loss to the New England Patriots. Look, here's my opinion on this, and I made it very clear multiple times, and I know you Jets fans are happy, so congratulations. Hopefully this pans out for you guys. Here's my personal opinion on it, and this is why I feel like it was a little bit premature. And I know you guys are going to totally disagree, and that's fine. You guys have your opinion. Football is based on a lot of opinions. So everyone has their own opinion in sport. I coach football. I know a lot about I played it. I coached it. I studied the game. I love football. And one thing I can tell you, being especially a Las Vegas Raiders fan, I've seen a lot of coaching change in football, right? We've had so many coaches in the last 10 years. It's not even funny. And the New York Jets, man, let me tell you something. This team, if you guys are going to be 100% honest with yourself, the roster is not there yet, right? You got Sam Darnold. You got no running back. You got Frank Gore, right? You got a bunch of young guys. Your receiving core, Jamison Crowder, Brashad Perryman, Denzel Mims, who I think was a steal in this draft. I absolutely love Denzel Mims, one of my favorite receivers coming out of the draft, right? You look at your cornerback, Bryce Hall. Love that pick. I love the other pick in Mekhi Becton. Amazing picks this year in the draft. Ashton Davis at safety. You guys are trending in the upward direction, but right now on paper, your roster's not there yet. And look, I know Adam Gase is not the greatest coach, but you cannot expect any coach in the NFL on any level to win with an untalented team, with a team that's growing. You got to expect progress, which he has not had yet. But again, you guys traded Jamal Adams for 2 first-round picks. Wait and see what you can do with them. Right? Joe Douglas had a phenomenal draft, I feel like, this offseason. So you guys are trending in the upward direction. But the thing is this, in my opinion. Your guys' team's not ready yet to win. And you guys are going to bring in this new coach, whoever it may be, and I don't feel like you guys are going to have success next year. And that coach might be fired. And then you're looking at the next coach, and then that person may finally do something good. Let me put this in as an example. Hugh Jackson and the Cleveland Browns finally laid the seeds, right? He put in the seeds, and he drafted Baker Mayfield. He drafted Denzel Ward. They had Myles Garrett, right? And they're looking pretty dang good. And he gets fired before Baker Mayfield even played a single game that season. Greg Williams comes in, does his thing, right? They win a few games. Now, I'm not saying Hugh Jackson was a great coach, but he laid the foundation. He finally built the foundation. That's what Adam Gase and Joe Douglas just did this year. They laid the foundation. Next year, they hire in a man of the name of Freddie Kitchens, right? Comes in, loses with a very talented roster. That's like the Jets. If they have a really good offseason, they build. You have a talented roster and you just lose, right? Sometimes it happens because you need that continuity. You need that chemistry. You need that same coaching staff. And if you have a lot of turnover, the players can't connect, right? So the talent's there, but they still get to build that season. They still get communication. They build chemistry with one another, but it might be a disappointing season. Freddie Kitchens was fired, and I feel like he should have been. Talented roster, showed absolutely no signs of anything. And then he signed the third coach, the name of Kevin Stefanski. Now, those players got to mesh together for a few years. The team has chemistry. They got communication with one another. And now you bring in a good coach, and now they look good, right? It usually takes 3 coaches to finally look good, but you got to still give credit to the first coach and the first GM that built the foundation. And that's what Adam Gase and Joe Douglas have done. And sometimes when you constantly change coaches, like the Raiders did with Hugh Jackson, then Dennis Allen, then they went to, I'm pretty sure Tom Cable was in there somewhere, and then they went to Jack Del Rio and John Gruden. You don't see a lot of success until you give these guys a while to mesh together, to build a dynasty. And I feel like the foundation has been laid. So this next coach might not succeed the first year, but if you fire him, you're a fool. I feel like for firing Adam Gase, you're kind of being a little bit, is a premature fire. And I feel like the third coach, or in the 3rd or 4th season from now, your guys are going to have a good team. Whether or not you keep Gase, whether or not you keep the second coach, 3 to 4 years from now, you got the foundation. These guys are going to lead you somewhere. Whether or not you draft Fields or Zach Wilson, right? Or keep Sam Darnold, you guys are still going to be good 3 to 4 years from now. But firing coaches is not the way to go. It will only hurt your organization. So since you fired Adam Gase today, you got to have to take this coach, hire this new guy, and let him build this team. I personally don't mind Adam Gase. I feel like everyone hated him from the second he was hired. Everyone said his eyeballs. And I know what, guys? Come on. Let's man up here. he had no talent on this roster, and he still put together 2 huge wins against playoff teams with a roster that's not the greatest. I feel like if you give him another year, you can turn something, or you can start to see progress. A lot now in the NFL comes down to a quarterback, and coaches have the most unfair job nowadays in the NFL. They got to win right away, and if they don't win right away, they either lose their job or they don't get another chance. And here's my example. You look at coaches, they get like 2 years now to start winning. And if they have a bad roster, they're not going to win. So then the next coach gets to come in after they laid the foundation and get all the wins. And everyone says, that coach, the new guy, he's doing great. No, it was the first coach that built the foundation. It was the first GM that built the foundation. For quarterbacks, they get a year to prove themselves. Maybe 2 if you're lucky. That's not enough time. You look at Mariota. You look at Jameis Winston. These guys never had enough time to develop, to become starting quarterbacks in this league. They're backups now. The NFL, I'm telling you something, this quarterback position, if you don't have early success, I feel like there's going to be so many quarterbacks in this generation that are not going to do good their first few years. And then all of a sudden, when they're 27, 28 years old, come and have a starting job, and they'll be like, where was this guy the entire time? He was always a great quarterback, but they never gave him time. You got to give people time if you want to succeed in the National Football League. And a lot of people, a lot of fans, and that's why fans cannot make these decisions. That's why I feel like we're a little mental when we want to make an emotional decision, because we want to win now. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you need that process. You need that time to develop. And if you don't give them time to develop, and you don't give them that time to come together and build that chemistry and build that continuity, you will lose so many more games down the long run. And the fans just want to rush and jump to conclusion. But that's the biggest mistake. And that's why we sit at home and have no job. And these people make the big money, because they usually know what they're doing. And whether or not you like Gase or not, that's up to you. But if you honestly are going to sit here and tell me that you think any coach in the National Football League this season could have won more games with the New York Jets, a lot more games, made them a contender, I would say you're absolutely crazy. And if I'm wrong, comment below who could have won more games with this Jets team this year as a coach. Nobody could have. And that's why I don't feel like Gase is that bad of a coach. The guy did not have the talent. You cannot expect a coach to win games unless they're the greatest coach of all time, maybe a Bill Belichick, to win games with a team that's not talented. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is Bill. Let me know who you think the new coach in New York's going to be, and I'll be here all day. See you guys soon. Peace. The best is yet. No, wait, not best is yet to come. We are built better. I'm sorry, I'm going back to my foundation, my old channel. We're built better from Top Notch Sports. I'll see you guys soon. Be sure to subscribe for all breaking news, analysis, and so much more. The draft process is beginning now. I mean, come on now. I'm starting my process now. I'm starting to scout some players. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys soon. Peace. We are built better.